Experiencing a greater connection to our point of attention. When we're in the present moment, when we're experiencing this present moment, the mind and how we think is separate to this present moment. When we can actually start to separate ourselves from our mind, we can understand that the body or the heart or the sense of presence that is within connected within the connection of the moment is completely different, a completely different sense of awareness, a completely different sense of reality than the mind's perception. This is crucial to understand. As we start to develop into more present thinkers, or as we start to correspond with truth, we will start to understand that the mind is thinking in a different sense of awareness. The mind's thinking is so limited to its programmed agenda. And that programmed agenda is everything that we were brought into this world to think and to feel and to, not necessarily to feel, because that's the thing. The mind also has its own feelings compared to the heart. The heart has its own sense of feelings. The mind has its own sense of feelings as well. You know, we're talking about two different parallel senses of senses. You know, we've got our senses from our mind, and we've got our senses from our heart or our body, or our awareness within the present moment, you could say, which is essentially the heart's sense of connection, a sense of reality. Now, what does that all mean? When we can start to perceive life not from the programmed mind, when we're brought into this world, we're so orientated around success, which the mind or which our surroundings convince us to be striving for, or to be aiming for, or to be to believe in. You know, we're so believing in the programmed mind. And we live our whole lives questioning everything else that isn't programmed by the mind, whether that's what's normal, what's normal, you know, everything that isn't normal, we like shut out. And it's not, and imagine that if your heart's true identity or your true unique self, infinite acceptance, infinite possibilities, infinite manifestations, coming from the heart's energy awareness. And basically we're living our whole life from the mind. Every time the heart is trying to promote maybe a change or something different or something new or something, you know, creative or something, you know, against the agendaed mind, that the mind just like puts its foot straight on the no. And this happens by fear, by the way. This no isn't the mind saying no, it doesn't. It does it by fear, and it does it by worry and stress and doubt. You know, we experience these, it's like the mind has just like a quick like calculation of like produce fear, produce stress, produce worry as energy, as it's like producing. It's like, the best way to look at it is the mind is basically a computer program. Anything that is trying to override the program, something greater than the program, which is our infinite self, tries to enter into the program to try and break the sense of programming, essentially, and bring a sense of truth, or bring a sense of reality, or bring a sense of change. The program can just quickly, you know, like type in like essentially like a defense missile system, which can shut down any kind of incoming positive intention or incoming positive change just by like programming the response of fear, doubt, stress, or worry, which we all perceive as like, oh no, we can't do that. That's going to be too